Welcome back to my channel, y'all. It has definitely been a while since my last video, and I have to say it's challenging to do videos, mom duties, and plus work a regular job every day. So shout out to those moms that do it all. Things have changed a little, and I'll explain more here in just a minute. But first, I'd like to catch y'all up to speed on what's new in our lives. My last video talked about living on a farm, and even though we do live on a farm, we did not do the quote-unquote homestead life. As you can see, we did start to grow our own veggies and flowers in our raised garden bed, which turned out quite well. However, we did not get a chance to can the veggies like I was hoping. And also, I have to add, when it comes to the midsummer heat, here in the Carolinas, I'm a little bit of a procrastinator when it comes to watering the plants. So they may have died off a little. We were also able to build a chicken tractor and finally able to get all hens. Our first time getting chickens, we had all 5 roosters and 1 hen, and of course we kept the 1 hen and bought more hens. Now we're getting 6 eggs a day, which is awesome. Now we don't have to buy eggs from the grocery store anymore. And here my daughter is feeding her little chickens and having a good time with that. For our bees, they were thriving during the summertime, but honestly with our busy schedule, we did not check on them as much. We were hoping to get a good bit of honey this year, but it just did not turn out. So maybe next year we'll do a little bit better. This year, we also experienced one of the worst floods by Hurricane Helene, which really impacted our river majorly. We had a lot of water. There was a deer stand down here at the river that was 14 feet tall, and the water literally almost covered the top portion of it. But after the waters receded, we had a whole bunch of mud that just piled up on the banks of the river, and we had a fun time pulling out Granny and Pop in their gator. Also, during this year, my husband's cousin passed away, and with that being said, my husband inherited some land, and here we are just exploring the land. While we inherited land, we did have to move cows off property that was inherited by other family members. And I'll also add, we did start tagging cows to start doing our own meat and possibly start selling our own meat too. My husband and Pop still continue to do the routine of rounding up hay every year. Now that you're up to speed on what is new in our lives, we are expecting our second child due in January, and now we are working on the new nursery. As of right now, my first daughter has her own room, and our second daughter will have her own room as well. The new nursery is not as big as my first daughter's room, thank the Lord, because we did so much painting in the first room. Our house was built in the 1970s, hence the wonderful paneling. I do have to say, paneling is so much prettier when it's painted. The year is getting close to being over, and what better way to end the year by doing homemade Christmas ornaments and going to a parade.